Welcome to the Superfast TouchDesigner tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will build an organic spiderweb. Our logic uses procedural geometry, combining a circle pop and a line pop via a copy pop to form the web, displaced by a noise pop. We spawn flies using a particle pop, build a concrete box pop structure with a PBR mat, and if you just want to grab the final project file to experiment immediately, it is already right up on my Patreon. So let's look at the network structure. Chapter 1. Overview. Our network is split into a few key sections. First, we use a constant chop to drive our global resolution. Then we build the core web geometry, using circle, line, and copy pops, applying a noise pop to make it breathe. Next, we isolate points with a convert pop to spawn our particle flies. For the environment, we merge box pops into a base structure and texture it using a PBR mat with tops. Finally, we bring it all together in the render using a camera and soft lights. And hey, if you want to figure out these rendering setups or find beginner courses and start getting feedback, you can do that by joining over 400 students in my school community down in the description. Now, let's jump into the tutorial. Chapter 2. Network. We start first by creating a constant chop to control our render resolution later on. Okay, go ahead and bring in a circle pop. Change the divisions to 12, connected to the first input of a copy pop. Set the number of copies to 30, and the uniform scale to 0.925. We set the uniform scale below 1 here to ensure each consecutive ring in our web geometry gets progressively smaller as it spirals inward, creating that required concentric web look. Now connect this copy pop into a line divide pop and set its divisions to 100. Next, create a line pop. Change its divisions to 50 and set the position parameter to 0 on the X, 1 on Y. Connect this to the first input of another copy pop. Here, set the number of copies to 12 and change the rotate Z value to 30. Connect this current copy pop into a merge pop. Then grab the line divide pop we made and connect it to the first input of this merge pop. And hey, if you find this network interesting but maybe do not want to build it all from scratch, you can just grab the finished project file on my Patreon. There are over 7,000 subscribers there who get access to all my project files, custom TouchDesigner plugins, and some free VJ packs. If you prefer to just jump straight in and experiment, the link for that is also in the description. Now connect the merge pop to a noise pop. Change the period to 0.37, the harmonic spread to 0.9, and the harmonic gain to 0.859. In the Transform tab under Translate 4D, write the expression abstime.seconds multiplied by 0.1. Finally, in the Output tab, change the Combine Attribute Scope to p.z. Connect the noise pop to a pattern pop. Set the type to random and change the output attribute scope to line width. Connect that to a limit pop. Change both the limit type minimum and the limit type maximum to clamp, and set the minimum value to -0.005. Connect this limit pop into a transform pop. Change the translate values to 0.04 on the X and 0.05 on Z. Now add a merge pop. Now create a select pop to grab the limit pop. Then wire that select pop into a new transform pop. Set this translate to 0.1 on X and 0.12 on Z. Next, set the rotate Y to -90. Finally, connect this transform pop to the second input of that latest merge pop we just created. Connect this merge pop into a new select pop. Let's name this one Web and connect it to a geometry comp. Now drop in a wireframe mat and change the color. I will use this green tone. Now add the material to the geocomp. By the way, if you are enjoying this and want to learn a bit more about TouchDesigner, you are always welcome to join my school community. We have over 400 students learning together right now. It is a great place to find beginner courses, get feedback on your project files, and just network with other creators. If that sounds helpful to you, I will leave the link down in the description. For the flies, add a select pop and grab the merge we had. Wire this select pop into a convert pop. We use the convert pop and set it to point-to-point primitives to change our connected solid lines into individual isolated points, allowing our particle emitter to spawn correctly along the exact strands of the web. Connect the convert pop right into a particle pop and set the birth rate to 50. Connect this to a noise pop and set the amplitude to 0.8. For the translate 4D type, abstime.seconds multiplied by 0.1 to give it motion. Now connect this noise pop into a select pop and rename it flies. Wire that select pop to a new geometry comp. Now for the material, drop in a point sprite matte. Set the color to the one you want. I will use the same green. Then, change the constant point size to 1.6. Now add the material to the geometry. Alright, now let's make the solid base structure. Bring in a box pop. Change the size to 0.2, 0.2, and 1.1. Turn on round corners and set the corner radius to 0.007. Then set both anchor U and anchor W to 0. Now set the translate Z to 0.084. Finally, connect this to a new merge pop. Duplicate the box and set the size to 1.1 in X, 0.2 in Y, and 0.2 in Z. Then set translate X to 0.07 and Z to 0. Connect this to the merge pop. Duplicate the box one more time. Set the size to 0.2 for X, then 1.1 for Y, and finally 0.2 for Z. Set anchor V to 0, and set the translate Y to -0.05 and 0 in X. Connect this to merge pop as well. Connect the merge pop to a select pop. Name it structure. Add a normal pop and set the tangents action to always compute. Wire this to a texture map pop and set the texture method to face vertex. Connect this directly into a new geometry comp. Set its translate Y to -0.04. We need a concrete texture now. I have this concrete texture, wire it to a monochrome top, and set the RGB to blue. Plug that into a level top, and set the contrast to 3.5. Connect this to another level top, and set invert to 1. Now connect the first level top to a normal map top. Drop down a PBR matte, set metallic to 0.65 and roughness to 0.45. Now in the Maps page, drag the second inverted level top to the metallic map parameter. Now drag the first level top into the roughness map parameter, and then drag the normal map top into the normal map parameter and set the bump scale to 3. Finally, add the material to the geometry comp. Now for the render. I have a standard setup with a camera viewport, also a soft light to produce some base visibility to the surfaces, and the second light comp to shape our shadows and provide visual depth. My render top has the resolution linked to the constant chop values. Connect the render top to a level top, and then set the brightness to 1.1 and the gamma to 1.1. Perfect! A simple organic spiderweb. I hope you've successfully completed this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.